Alright folks, welcome to the Great Churns here. I say churns or potholes, whatever you want to call them. We are not too far from the Arctic Circle. Right folks, welcome to a place that is extremely fascinating, a devil's churn, a potholes formed by a melting ice age, waters and stones. This is a very mystical place that has many folk tales. And as you can see, these huge rock formations here, these are not your typical formations. And let's see where we can find the actual potholes. Should be around here. The wooden ladders here, not very sort of sturdy looking. Be very careful, especially when you're holding your camera. On the other hand, let's see, okay, so we're going upwards here. This looks interesting. Okay, it's called the Bishop Hemming's Churn. Right, there are a few of these, I guess. Let's see this one, how it looks. It's a bit tilted here. Oh, that is a big one. Look at that. Look at that churn here. Wow. There's got to be a lot of friction to get this kind of thing created. And I know there are more. I guess we have to go to that side. Let's see. I think we're just under Arctic Circle. We are not too far from Rovaniemi, which is about in the Arctic Circle. We are in the Rovaniemi municipality, which is the biggest in all of Europe, but the actual town center is about 15 kilometers from this place. There's the same churn from the different angle. We're on top of this quite fascinating rock here. They have some rails here for safety, I think. Okay, now I can see that some people do rock climbing here. They have some stuff attached to the actual rock, but it seems that the whole thing just goes on. I can see another churn there. Let's see if we can safely descend to that direction. I mean, no wonder they're warning people to take this easy and at their own risk, because this, I can imagine, especially if it's wet, it's not safe at all. I reckon we passed the worst mosquito period There are some, but not too many. Not a single horsefly yet, so it's actually fairly pleasant to walk around here. And look at that churn there. That's a huge hole. Okay, that's a pretty deep hole. I wonder how deep it is. Can't see because there is some water at the bottom, and these, for the safety reasons, these have been surrounded by these kind of metallic rails that I guess are good, because this could be a bit dangerous place. Now it's very dry. It hasn't really been raining heavily at all here for a couple of weeks. It's been almost 30 degrees for the last 3 weeks, which might come as a surprise for many viewers who are not familiar with Lapland. They always there are different trails crisscrossing this area. I have no idea where I'm heading now. I'm somewhere down in some sort of a pit hole, but now I'm going up again. All right. Here are some smaller churns, partly covered by the turf. Let's see what we have up here. It's a very interesting rock formation here. It kind of goes on. It's a bit of a, I think it's a bit of a gorge, and then you have another hill coming over there. It just goes on, but I think the major churns are here. So I'm just gonna go around a little bit and see if there's anything else here on the other side of this rock formation here. I guess not. I think this is it. Alright, let's see if we can find our ways down somewhere. I mean, it's a bit of a labyrinth here, to be honest. And now, as I said earlier, that there's no mosquitoes, I was lying. There are some. Not that they bother so much, but we found ourselves to the kind of a starting place where we started here. This is definitely worth visiting. It's quite an sort of it's hard to describe what it is, but I totally understand that it's the source for the local folklore, and there's a lot of stories and tales regarding this place. A bit of superstition and witchcraft and all that kind of things. I can imagine that during the night time, before this was made to a major kind of attraction for the visitors, it must have been fairly intriguing place. So definitely worth visiting if you somewhere in Rovaniemi and you have a transport. I don't think they have any sort of local, well, there could be bus route somewhere nearby, but it's still 2-3 kilometers from the main road. Fairly bad dirt road up to this point. Anyway, great place.